Today's episode starring NHL superstar Morris Lukowich.
NHL legend.
NHL legend Morris Lukowich. Warren, you love hockey. Morris Lukowich is a hockey player.
Former
He was on the NHL.
All-Star team.
The NHL.
Is that like on the line?
Team captain in 1980 and the first Winnipeg Jet to play in the NHL All-Star Game. Number 12, Morris Lukowich.
So, hey, it's almost a year ago that I participated in the Heritage Classic. Do you happen to know what a Heritage Classic is?
I feel like it's golf.
What's his profession? Hockey.
Hockey.
It was Jets versus the Oilers in
Oh,
Winnipeg.
hockey.
Football stadium.
Yeah.
I was on TV, got interviewed.
Tell me what it means to you to be here representing the WH era, as well as the better part of 5 years you played in the NHL with Jets 1.0.
Well, WHA was such an amazing piece. I want to say thank you to Bobby Hull for having come and formed the WHA. Gave so many of us an opportunity to play pro hockey.
I had a breakaway where I could have literally just absolutely done something that they'd replay on TV for years. Instead, I went in and shot it in the goalie's pads.
That's the kind of game it is today.
One more thing.
Yes.
I'm hearing rumors of a big trade in the works. That
Anyways, how about everybody else? What's going on?
It's amazing to me that people get hung up in bullshit and don't realize that that's part of the energy that makes you guys you.
Makes who?
It makes Measurable Genius who they are.
Yeah. You guys swear I could possibly do business with you? I'm working.
Okay,
Me too.
does that mean you're checking in?
Oh. No?
Morris is keen to do check-ins.
I guess so.
All right. You want to kick it off there, Luke?
I'd like to find out. I've done enough talking.
He's doing a research
I'm a little
project.
bit psyched
Yes.
in.
All right, Ford. Not often that you kick things off. Why don't you go ahead?
Oh boy.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
I'm basically a fucking mess. Still. Functionally, yesterday Everett and I had a conversation, and what I've asked for in my business that I intend to manifest is that Everett knows what's necessary and functionally required in my company in such a way that I don't have to remind him, he's reminding me. And the only way for that to happen is for us to recognize that he's been attempting to operate the business by project management, and so we've separated project management and we've handed that to Christine.
You guys are very decisive.
Anything else?
You see a problem, tackle it head on, implement changes and strategies like in the blink of an eye.
Well,
It's inspiring.
it takes 5 days of Alexander doing nothing.
Well, it's okay.
To get there.
Whatever.
But
Some of us never get there.
Yeah, I know.
You guys are the quintessential speedboat. The speedboat versus the cruise ship. The speedboat, the small business,
Thank you.
can turn on a dime. The big megalopolis, huge corporation, doesn't have that same capacity. But it seems to me that the way you guys build systems, you're creating new thrusters that are going to let that big cruise ship turn on a dime. You're inventing them as you go.
Pretty sure that's the number one value proposition that we bring to our clients, is that we facilitate that in them also. Because people just stay stuck, right? And then we show up, we go through strategic engagement, we facilitate the variables, we kick out priorities, and then they're able to move. That's one of the most valuable things we do for people.
Really, the only claim is your shit will run better when we're done than when we started.
Yeah.
That's a pretty massive claim,
Yep.
but you don't really know. And I mean, I see this in my business. I don't really know what I need to do to get them to core when I bring on a new client, but I know I can get them there.
You're like a Sherpa. You know the mountain, but you don't necessarily know the exact path.
Right.
Because it fucking depends.
Depends on the weather, depends on the wildlife, depends on how many of us there are,
Yeah.
depends on how narrow the path is.
I was thinking about writing a book called The Sherpa Gets No Glory. Because it's like the Sherpas and the fucking cooks and the fucking people that carry the stuff up the mountain have been up that fucking mountain 20 times. Right?
more.
And then the North American fucking parachutes in, climbs the mountain with the Sherpa that's done it 20 times, parachutes home, and all of a sudden they're a legend. Right? The Sherpa gets no fucking glory. And we're that Sherpa. We're the fucking Sherpa.
I just see that if you guys start making a bunch of claims, and then there's other shit that's higher priority that needs to get put in place first, you're gonna look like you're not meeting your claims.
Right.
But you're doing other shit to get them there faster.
Right.
That's just part of your model.
'Cause
It's
if we
just
get-
the way you guys operate.
If we get too boxed in, we can't adapt.
Correct.
But we need enough boxes to like get moving. There's like this, there's a zone. Imagine if you're climbing a mountain and all of a sudden you're like, hey, Sherpa, when do we need to leave? Like, you should know when we're gonna get out of the tent in the morning.
Yeah, that's like the difference between you managing them and them managing you.
That's what I mean. That's really the form of not making a claim that's most impactful to me right now.
You managing them is the Sherpa saying, hey, this is what time we need to leave in the morning, you know,
Yeah.
and I need you ready to go at this time.
Yeah.
That's you managing them.
Which we're not doing a good job of.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean we're not doing a good job. It just means we're not doing a good job at that.
Yeah.
Hey, Mitch, what else was going on?
Nothing, we were just kind of finishing up Ford's checking.
Well, he hasn't finished up. Okay, so can I ask a question on that?
Yeah,
Where were you finished?
I'm done. Well, I mean, you can ask a question.
Okay. Is Alexander a controlaholic?
In some ways, but not always.
Is that a yes or a no?
No.
How can it be a no if in some ways? I mean, this isn't like half pregnant.
It is, because there's an opposite of control, which is hands off, and I'm incredibly good at that also.
So I'll ask the question again. Is Alexander a controlaholic? The answers are yes, no, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, good. I don't know is a good place to start from. So the adventure begins.
Yeah.
Yes?
Need anything?
I don't know.
Stand up, take a bow.
No.
I don't know is a place of humility. And Alexander, be humble is a breakthrough. It's a beautiful starting point to a whole new possibility of love, loving and lovable. And I'm starting to fill my cup. Is there a saucer? And I'm starting to live
Checking
my.
in, or are you?
I'm starting. Can I use that, please?
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm starting to live my life like this. Where my cup is full and overflowing into the saucer of my life. This is a fun place to come from. And I'd appreciate some coaching today on how to get the puck into the net, how to get these deals where the deposit comes in where I get paid.
What kind of notification do you get when they sign their deposit? Or like, what's the thing that happens? Like, the customer says yes. Do you receive an email notification? Do you get a signed purchase order? Like,
We do.
what's the thing that comes?
We get a signed purchase order and a deposit.
So the answer is, and this is the shit that I'm not doing a good job at. Take that image of a deposit,
Yeah.
meditate on it, visualize it, and as you're visualizing the signed deposit with a certain number on it, feel into the body what feelings happen as a result of that image.
Okay.
And then the key is to feel that, not just to visualize it, but to visualize it and then feel who you are being in that moment into the body, and that it's those feelings that magnetize the
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a good piece. I'll get on that as soon as I get to the office.
The key and what I'm learning is like, we have a cash flow spreadsheet where at the top it shows how much credit we have available, how much cash we have available, and then our prioritized spending.
Yeah.
And so what I'm working on is visualizing that spreadsheet with different numbers at the top. And then the key is the fucking feeling. How would I be feeling
Got it.
as a result of that number?
Of that number coming in.
So the visualization and the feelings go together.
Take care.
Stop talking so much.
I don't know, man. Oh, Jesus. Love that, man. Brother. Older brother never had, eh?
Hey guys, thanks for watching Daily Genius number 60. And let me just express it was an honor to meet Morris Lukowich this morning. He's a cool guy. He had a lot of great advice, and that was really fun. I hope we get to see him a lot more often. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. We really appreciate any of your engagement. It really helps us out, so please go ahead and do that. And we'll see you tomorrow for Daily Genius number 61. We're getting close to the triple digits. We're making it. Thanks, guys.